Hello friends, I'm Jagdish Perk Associate. Today's topic is strength of materials. So in strength of materials, I'll be explaining a numerical problem from the chapter Simple Stresses and Strain, and this problem was appeared in the IES paper 2004. So before going to this video, please press the subscribe button of our channel, the Mechanical Engineers team, and also click the bell icon so that you will get the notifications for new videos. So let's begin. First, I will read the question. A bar of length L tapers uniformly from diameter 1.1 d at one end to 0.9 d at the other end. The elongation due to axial pull is computed using mean diameter d. What is the approximate error in computed elongation? A 10%, B 5%, C 1%, D 0.5%. Now I will analyze the question. There is a uniformly tapered bar. The length of the tapered bar is L. The mean diameter of the tapered bar is D. The bigger end diameter of the tapered bar is 1.1 D, which means 1.1 times the mean diameter of the tapered bar. The smaller end diameter of the tapered bar is 0.9 D, which means 0.9 times the mean diameter of the tapered bar. The load applied on the tapered bar is P. Due to this application of load, the tapered bar will undergo deformation or elongation. So in this question, the elongation value is calculated by using mean diameter value of the tapered bar. But the elongation value must be calculated by using bigger end diameter and smaller end diameter of the tapered bar. So the elongation value obtained by using mean diameter of the tapered bar is wrong. So in this question, we have to find the percentage error in the elongation value obtained from the mean diameter of the tapered bar. Now I will list out the given conditions from the question. L is the length of the tapered bar. E is the Young's modulus of the tapered bar. D is the mean diameter of the tapered bar. D1 is the bigger end diameter of the tapered bar, which is 1.1 D. D2 is the smaller end diameter of the tapered bar, which is 0.9 D. And P is the load applied on the tapered bar. So these are the 6 given conditions from the question. By using these 6 conditions, we are going to find the percentage error in the elongation value obtained from the mean diameter of the tapered bar. Okay. The universal formula for percentage error is percentage is equal to measured value minus actual value whole divided by actual value into 100%. So similarly, percentage error in calculated elongation or deformation value obtained from the mean diameter of the tapered bar is percentage is equal to dl calculated minus dl actual whole divided by dl actual into 100%. Here, dl calculated is the calculated elongation or deformation of the tapered bar, and dl actual is the actual deformation or elongation of the tapered bar. Okay, in this formula, dl actual and dl calculated are unknown. So first we will find these two values. Okay, now I will move to the solving technique. First, I will find the calculated elongation or deformation of the tapered bar, which is dl calculated. And the formula is dl calculated is equal to PL by AE, where P is load applied on the tapered bar, L is length of the tapered bar, A is area of the tapered bar, and E is Young's modulus of the tapered bar. Here, the deformation is calculated by using mean diameter. So the area of the tapered bar will be A is equal to pi by 4 into d square. Therefore, dl calculated is equal to PL by pi by 4 d square E. Now in this denominator, bring this 4 to the numerator. Okay, so we get dl calculated is equal to 4 PL by pi d square E, and consider this one as equation 1. Now I will find the value of actual deformation of the tapered bar, which is taken as dl actual. dl actual is calculated by using bigger end diameter and smaller end diameter. So the formula for dl actual is equal to 4pl by pi d1 d2 e, where p is load applied on the tapered bar, l is length of the tapered bar, d1 is the bigger end diameter, d2 is the smaller end diameter, and e is the Young's modulus. So in this RHS, D1 is 1.1 D and D2 is 0.9 D. So the next step will be DL actual is equal to 4PL by pi into 1.1 D into 0.9 D into E. In this RHS, 1.1d into 0.9d is 0.99d square. So the next step will be dl actual is equal to 4pl divided by 0.99 pi d square e. Consider this one as equation 2. Now we have found out the values of dl calculated and dl actual. Now we will substitute these two values in equation 1. We get percentage is equal to 4pl divided by pi d square e minus 4pl divided by 0.99 pi d square e whole divided by 4pl divided by 0.99 pi d square e into 100%. In this RHS, take 4pl divided by pi d square e as common in both numerator and denominator. We get percentage is equal to 4pl divided by pi d square e into 1 minus of 1 divided by 0.99 whole divided by 4pl divided by pi d square e into 1 divided by 0.99 into 100%. In this RHS, 4pl divided by pi d square e and 4pl divided by pi d square e gets cancelled. And take LCM for the term 1 minus of 1 divided by 0.99. We get percentage is equal to 0.99 minus 1 divided by 0.99 whole divided by 1 divided by 0.99 into 100%. So here 0.99 minus 1 is minus 0.01. So the next step will be percentage is equal to minus 0.01 divided by 0.99 whole divided by 1 divided by 0.99 into 100%. We know that a by b whole divided by c by d is a by b into d by c. Similarly, minus 0.01 divided by 0.99 whole divided by 1 divided by 0.99 will be minus 0.01 divided by 0.99 into 0.99 divided by 1. Okay, so the next step will be percentage is equal to minus 0.01 divided by 0.99 into 0.99 into 100%. In this RHS, 0.99 and 0.99 gets cancelled. So the next step will be percentage is equal to minus 0.01 into 100%. So 0.01 into 100% is 1%. So the next step will be percentage is equal to minus 1%. Consider this one as equation 4. So equation 4 represents the percentage error in elongation or deformation value obtained from the mean diameter of the tapered bore is 1%. Negative sign indicates calculated deformation value is lesser than the actual deformation value. Okay. So solution for this question is C is the right answer. You can see here among these four options C holds the value of 1%. So the approximate error in computed elongation is 1%. Okay, so this brings an end to the explanation part of this video. I hope you all would have understood. If any doubts are there, please do comment in comment box, and remember to like, share and comment on our videos. Thank you friends.